Come on, guys. Let's get out.
Let's go. Let's get on.
We walk into the workroom and it's all illuminated with candles. The aroma is delicious.
Hello, everyone. I'm sure you're wondering why it is that the workroom is being illuminated by these candles.
Yes.
Yes. They have been provided to us by our good friends at Glade, and each candle contains 2 scents. One is Hawaiian Breeze, the other is Vanilla Passion Fruit. These are 2-in-1 candles, and therein lies the clue to your next challenge. For me, they take me back to one of my favorite challenges in the history of Project Runway. It's an unconventional challenge. We went to a flower shop. For this challenge, you will be sourcing your materials at a flower shop. But this challenge is not just about me and my favorite challenge. Someone else has some ideas.
Who is it?
Tim. I love the flower shop too, but I thought maybe we'd change things up a little bit. Because I also like the hardware store.
Absolutely. So, this will be a 2-in-1 challenge. You're going to be using flowers and hardware to make a cohesive line of 6 looks.
This collection is the ultimate hard and soft unconventional material challenge.
It really is. Each look does not need to contain both materials, but the cohesive line needs to contain both flowers and hardware.
I wish you guys good luck and have fun on this challenge, and I see you all back on the runway.
Thank you, Heidi.
Bye, Tim. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
So, designers, there is tremendous concern about the inequity in the distribution of your ranks. Keeping it real, you still have all 8 designers on your team, and Dream Team, you're down to 5. So we want to even things out. So Dream Team, you get to choose 2 members from Keeping It Real to come over to your ranks.
I think Stanley, definitely, because he's got really good ideas with construction.
But Daniel's been in the top so many times.
If I had to choose between the 2, I'd choose Stanley.
Stanley's very solid and brings a great amount of leadership.
Okay, so Stanley and then whom else?
I think it should be between Kate and Leon. Even though I know that she bounces off other people, she's still feminine and she's still young.
I mean, she's got sexy ideas.
She does have sex appeal. And
She knows how to sew.
she sees things and she says it.
Dream Team, what are your decisions?
Stanley.
Stanley, come over and join Dream Team, please.
Hi, guys. I'm Keeping It Real. Dream Team, what they lacked was direction and time management. And I'm a super efficient person. So if I have to play that role, so be it.
And your second pick.
We're taking Leona.
All right, Leona.
I'm a little upset because I love my team and it's been working out really great, but at the same time I feel flattered because they see me as a strong contestant and that makes me feel really proud.
Accordingly, Team Keeping It Real, you get to choose 1 member of Team Dream Team.
Oh no, you didn't.
But not one of the members who just went over.
We already know.
So you already know?
We know.
Who's going to declare this?
1, 2, 3. Michelle!
Michelle, you were chosen.
Come to the light.
I just really don't want to work with Patricia and really was hoping that I never would have to. And here I am working with her.
I'm glad to be working with Michelle on our team. We said, yay, and we hugged. Yay, Michelle, you're here.
Each team has 45 minutes to caucus as a group. We will be going shopping at a hardware store for 30 minutes and to a flower shop for 30 minutes. Each team has a budget of $2,500.
That is crazy.
Now, You have 2 days for this challenge. Your consultation time begins now.
We have to decide, like, whoever wants to do hardware and flowers, all flowers. It's like
also kind of use the same
color
things overall.
Yeah, think nature colors like yellows, lime greens, pinks. What we should do is come up with a theme. I think of like say like Dior. I'm talking vintage Dior, 1950s Dior.
Stanley has a great way of setting forth a very cohesive vision to start with.
Leanna, our theme is Dior. It's not futuristic, it's 1950s. It's gonna look vintagey, it's gonna look pretty.
Oh, I love that.
1950s chic. Remember, keep it simple.
Okay, got it.
Okay, perfect.
First things first, if there's 7 of
Okay.
us, what do we do?
What do we do?
Who's gonna pair up?
I'd kind of like to do my own thing because I was paired up twice.
You've been paired up twice.
I want to do something very oversized. I want to use string, like garland, and then construct a dress, attach the flowers to the garland. It seems like a simple form that'll be really beautiful.
I'm gonna do a dress that has this high pliable collar.
I was thinking about doing a high collar too. I think
we're there, girl.
Yeah,
So
really
when you're in the
behind,
shower,
like,
we're in it.
yeah,
So then that's
asymmetrical.
let's
coming,
do that.
Yeah.
Design teams, we're going shopping. Okay, let's go. Is that everyone? All right.
For this unconventional challenge, we are supposed to make a look using stuff we buy at a flower shop and stuff we buy at a hardware store.
All right, design teams, your 30 minutes to shop starts now. Designers, you have 15 minutes remaining.
We need some mini blinds. Oh! Are these in black?
Yep.
All right, designers, time is up. All right, design teams, let's head off to the flower market. Thank you very much. You got it? Okay, off we go. So you have 30 minutes to shop. Time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, well, that's perfect. Know that I'm going to make a dress out of moss, try and fit it on the form, then just start slapping stuff on it.
What are you doing? You're weaving your own fabric.
Yeah. I'm really pushing myself forward in terms of the technology of weaving my own fabric. I want my work to be recognized in a positive light.
You are crazy.
I'm gonna have to just figure out each piece where it's gonna go and then just tape it.
I love that.
All of a sudden, we go back to the bodice and we start bending the blind.
You see that already? Bam.
That's really beautiful. You guys, it's time to go.
Okay. We need to have a little powwow.
Okay.
With all of us, we don't coincide with each other. Everything's looking cool, but I realize, you know what? None of our stuff is cohesive.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we all have some kind of white flower or magenta flower.
No, we don't. None of these garments go together.
We're cohesive because we're using hardware and floral.
We're all using both, right?
Yeah.
Maybe your strips will relate to my fringe. I don't know. We kind of feel like we need to just come up with a story to string them all together, which feels sloppy. This may really, really haunt us on the runway.
Coming up on Project Runway.
What is that?
Disgusting.
You don't expect it to be normal.
It's not going to happen at this point. Good afternoon, design teams. How are you? All right, I'm going to check in with all of you. So Michelle and Richard, what are you up to?
I know that I grabbed onto the hard and the soft.
Is the soft going into all of the negative space?
Yes.
I'm blown away.
Do you want to? What I decided to do was make a floral cape significant of Mother Nature.
It has like a voodoo kind of.
It does.
I'm making a oversized sweater-inspired dress.
So the flowers are going onto this?
Yeah, the hydrangea grow.
But she's going to be huge.
I'm okay with huge.
I like it.
You just don't want this to look as though it's consuming her.
You don't.
I'm channeling the judges.
Yeah,
I don't want you to have the bottom look and
Yeah,
knock your
right.
team off its current
That's
pedestal.
true.
I just kind of want to do this warm, beaded thing.
The moss is more or less a background.
That's just kind of my just in case, so that.
Well, it's really pretty.
I mean, it'll show a little.
How easy is it to fill in the bald spots?
That should be pretty easy, and I've actually got scraps.
And I think you could have a very stunning look if you have a moss dress that's embellished.
Okay, I'm excited.
What I decided to do was a sculptural dress. I tested this.
Is that?
Yeah, lamb's ear. Isn't that pretty?
And it
It's
feels like
different. I brought these beautifully silvered lamb's ear that are going to go around the front.
It looks like it's covered with frost.
This voluminous lady is my look.
The one aspect that I believe is important in how these are presented is that they not look like craft projects.
Is it going that direction? And if
Yes.
not, it's going to look flirty and soft, but you don't tell someone to make a dress out of hardware and flowers and expect it to be normal.
First of all, I want to applaud everyone's ambitions, and I have two concerns, one of which I always have, and that is time.
Okay.
Now here's my other concern, cohesion.
Ugh, Tim can see it from a mile away. Every single garment looks like it was made by a crazy person, and none of these crazy people are staying in the same mental hospital. It seems to me very kind of decade, like it would start perhaps with you, and then perhaps we're a little more 80s, and then to kind of futuristic.
Well, that's an interesting thought. It's the history of fashion and flowers and hardware.
Yeah.
Dresses from the decade.
I like the decades.
Thanks, Tim.
Carry on like a hurricane speed wind. So, what's the theme?
It's Dior new look.
It's Dior.
Stanley gave us a theme to work with. We had a very cohesive vision, so I'm appreciative of that.
I built a petticoat, kind of like 1800 style.
How did you do it, though?
Secret.
Well, you did a great job. Thank you, Leona.
I'm doing a sleeveless jacket.
Then it's a vest.
Yes.
I'm just doing like a basic princess cut dress, at least like this, all the way down.
It's time.
I'm pretty quick.
So this is mine, and I'm weaving my own fabric out of string.
Good heavens.
I've constructed my own loom.
You built a loom. Good heavens. Just making the loom. Forget about making the textile on the loom.
Benjamin creates these designs that are unthinkable for what the challenge is. You have a day, not a month.
It's a remarkable piece.
I love structure, so I started.
What is that?
It's a contact paper.
You're
and
cutting out these shapes?
Yeah. I know, it took me all last night, and so this shape, I want to bring this in just like in the beginning area.
And then what happens to the rest of it?
I'm not sure.
I don't want to be a rain cloud. I don't want to be a gloomy Gus, but you have an unfinished top right now and nothing else. 24 hours from now, the whole runway show will be over. And you've had more than 24 hours already since we launched the challenge. You've got to do something because it's not going to happen at this point.
If my team loses, I don't want to be the member who brought us down, and I also don't want to be the member who's going home.
All right, design teams, I'm hugely inspired. You've got a lot of work to do, though. You have until 11 o'clock tonight. You will have 2.5 hours in the morning that includes hair and makeup. So work, 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 and I will see you in the morning.
Bye, Tim.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey, y'all.
You'll be able to walk, right?
Yeah.
What I'm making, it's not like a sexy dress. I'm making a sweater. I just can't tell if it's too weird or not. I don't think every piece of clothing has to have a sexy fit.
It's super ugly.
This, I don't like that.
It's because I hate the moss now, too.
I think that you can add petals, and I think that you should add the petals.
I'm out of petals.
Oh,
Petals are gone. The dress looks disgusting. It's like an AstroTurf dress. That was not what I was going for at all. I just hate to rip off all those petals and just have moss.
I just don't want to see us be in the bottom. That damn moss takes a lot of time. It's definitely a lot of work. And as we all know, it just takes one weak person on the team or we're gonna be at the bottom.
Coming up on Project Runway.
I kind of feel a little stuck.
It looks like a piñata.
Am I just this bad omen?
Everybody else's looks are looking strong at this point, and Amanda just keeps reconsidering everything. I really feel like Amanda is the weakest link on our team.
I would love to start all over. I would love to, but I just don't think we should. I kind of feel a little stuck.
What if you just chop this off and then glue it on the front and then add 2 new sections on the bottom? Done.
Are you kidding me right now?
Believe it or not, Joe comes to the rescue.
That works, right?
That works. You made a panel of flower petals on your garment. Why don't you cut half of it off and put it on the front?
That idea just made me dizzy.
It's G.I. Joe, the real American hero. Way to go, Joe.
Okay, folks, it's 11 o'clock. Let's go home.
I gotta take my wig off.
I'm gonna go down. I want to go down in flames.
So long, Atlas.
Good morning, designers.
Good morning, Tim.
Designers, you have 2 hours to send your models to the L'Oreal Paris hair and makeup rooms and to prep them for the runway. I know you're going to be using the Lord & Taylor accessory wall, so your models will be coming in soon, and I will see you a little later this morning. It's going to be thrilling. I'm so excited.
I'm getting this taken out because I know where you know what I mean, so we can get you fitted for this.
Hair, we're going to.
I swear it'll be done.
And now I'm sticky and gross.
Really, really beautiful, smoky, smoky, smoky eyes because we want the lips to be nude and really glossy.
Okay, sounds beautiful.
We're gonna do like a really fresh face, strong eyebrow, and a little bit of a lash. Really strong, like 50s eyeliner, pink lip, pink cheek.
Okay.
We're gonna keep it pretty close to how it is.
So we'll just put a little shine in with some of the precious oil treatment and make her runway ready.
Just like spray it and just like let it go fall back, but just like a really like a little baby.
Kind of Beyonce, Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, pretty much just like that and just down the back.
Okay, love it.
Designers, in 10 minutes, you and your models and I are going down to the runway. All right? Designers and models, we're going down to the runway.
You did it. I know.
Hi, design team.
Hello.
Welcome to the runway. As you know, in fashion, one day you're in, and the next day, you're out. There are 13 of you here, and after tonight, there will be 12. One member from the winning team will be the winner of this challenge, and one member from the losing team will be out. For this challenge, we wanted to revisit some of our most favorite unconventional materials challenges. We sent you to the hardware store in the flower market, the ultimate, hard, and soft. Okay, let's meet the judges. First, we have acclaimed American designer, Zach Posen.
Hi.
Fashion director for Marie Claire magazine, Nina Garcia.
Hello.
Fashion writer and founder of the blog, The Man Repeller, Leandra Medine. Welcome.
Hey, teams.
And you see there's an empty chair there. We have a very special guest judge. Let's bring her out. Designers, please welcome Bette Midler.
Hello. Good to see you. Thank you so much. And it looks like a good group. Really bright and full of piss and vinegar. What can I say?
We will score your designs as they come down the runway. One of you will be the winner, and one of you will be out. Okay, let's start the show.
It looks really good. The texture on the skirt, the foliage that's dripping down the sides. I'm really, really proud of myself. To me, I think I have one of the stronger designs on my group.
I'm feeling pretty good about my look. The colors are looking good. I made something I like and something that is really like inspired by the materials. Oh, the back looks so good.
Our model coming down the runway looked beautiful.
It's so cool and so different from anything else up there. 58 mini blinds and 64 screws and bolts, baby.
Wow. It's looking fun. It's really wild. It's like Frida Kahlo. She looks like an Ave Maria, you know? It's amazing.
It's kind of cool how stiff the dress is. It feels like super 60s, which is exactly what I was going for. And the back and the way the pins just kind of sway looks super cool.
My dress looks great. Just because I have immunity, I took it as an opportunity to take a chance and do something huge and over the top.
She looks like a little cupcake, strawberry shortcake.
I hope the judges can see how much work went into this. She looks adorable.
I am very surprised when I looked over to the other team. It doesn't look cohesive, but each piece, it's somewhat beautiful in its own way.
I'm confident in my look. The top looks awesome. It is everything that I wanted it to be, and it's everything that I am as a designer. I feel like I finally didn't let my team down.
She looks fantastic. She looks graceful. She's beautiful. She has a little touch of diva and a little touch of like sophistication. It's just perfect.
That looks awesome.
Our whole concept of Dior Couture in the 1950s, the whole vision came to life.
When I see my look on the runway, it looked magical. The jacket, it looked like a sculpture from the woods. And the skirt, the lily flowers at the hem, it looked like a feather and folded together. And I hope that the judges gonna like it.
My dress makes me really happy. It looks so fresh, and not just because it's drowning in fresh flowers. I don't always really work with such bright colors, but I think that I've pulled it off.
Ben killed it.
Sam, it looks great.
I'm completely happy. The leaves shining through the metal. Looks like it's fabric underneath there.
It's just beautiful, whimsical. It's like a fairy fantasy. I'm so happy, and I can see everybody loves my look.
Looking at the other team and their cohesiveness, clearly they were more thought out than our team. The only thing we had cohesive was we all used flowers.
Design teams, this was probably one of my favorite runway shows today. But we still have to choose someone to go home, and this is going to be very hard. Design teams, all the looks were so beautiful that we could not declare a losing team. Yes! Instead, we have a winning team and an almost winning team. Dream team, you are the winning team today.
Yes! Finally! Yay! Oh my God.
Keeping it real, that means you are the second place team. We felt that Dream Team had a little bit more cohesion, and that's what put them on top. Unfortunately, one member of your team will be out. We're going to talk to Dream Team first, and then I'm going to call you back out. You can leave the runway. Thank you. All right, Dream Team, tell us about your beautiful line.
Well, we wanted to remain cohesive because that was part of the challenge brief, so we decided on a kind of color spectrum to try and remain within. Yeah, that's kind of how the color palette came about.
I think you guys did a fantastic job. When your models all turned the corner and they came out, it was really magical. Yay. I mean, there's really nothing on the runway today that I don't like.
It was fun. It was just fun all around. Everyone was in a really good spirit, and
you can see the fun in your work.
It's all really amusing, it's whimsical, it's beautifully made. Very exciting, very exciting.
Really bravo to all of you guys.
Samantha, I love that you used a material from the florist non-topically. It's always exciting to see almost a textile built out of layering.
I love the way you trapped those leaves. It's almost like a play on transparency. It just looks very fragile and very delicate, so I love that juxtaposition. And equally with you, Liana's, it is also so beautifully done.
The cage is really beautiful. It's hard to do a cage romantically without it getting sort of hard and cage-like, and I think it feels dreamy and nest-like in a good way.
Yes. Who on your team do you think should be the winner?
I think 2 has a really strong look. It's gorgeous. And the necklace, how he used like plumbing and wrapped it in rope. It's genius.
And Ben built a loom. He built a whole big loom.
Yeah, I weaved the top part of my dress.
It's beautiful.
250 nails later. It was really therapeutic for me.
I loved Matt's.
I love Matt's as well. I really love that. I think it's very modern, and just
Hip and funky.
what he did with the materials that he used is amazing.
What did you use for your corset?
A black rope and then a mop.
I mean, if you can make the mop in my house turn into that bodice, I would be very happy.
So impressive.
It's impressive.
Really impressive. I'll never go to the hardware store again without thinking, what can I make?
All right, we've heard what you had to say. We're gonna talk to Keeping It Real next, and then I call you back out. You can leave the runway. Team Keeping It Real, please tell us about your line.
For this challenge, we were inspired by fashion history, so we each took a decade, and that's what you see before you.
So tell us each era.
My era was the 50s, and I just wanted to picture what I would wear if I was an Alfred Hitchcock leading lady, and maybe going to a garden party as well.
And I had the 1960s, so I played with color blocking and embellishment.
My era was 1970s.
My era was the 80s. I had fun.
Our decade was 90s.
My era was the future.
I have to say, I liked your collection as well. You took some risks. Some people might say, Patricia, for example, could be like messy looking, you know? I happen to like it.
Powwow chic.
Powwow chic, thank you.
It is, it's cool.
I like it. We were talking about it before. This did remind us of Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is hard to execute this perfectly, obviously, because of what you've used, the blinds material. This kind of looks like a big sweater dress to me, what you made.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, it looks like an oversized kind of sweater dress. This beautiful dress, I mean, it looks like a gigantic version of what you have on today. And I like that you all played with different kind of volume, and it shows like nice different variety. I think you guys did a very good job. That's why today is very hard to say like which one is really sticking out in a bad way.
Sadly, I did not get the whole decades point when these looks walked down the runway, and I think that was part of the problem, that they didn't look like a cohesive collection. And I have a question for Joe. Did you have difficulty with your silhouette?
Yeah, my work is usually oversized, and I'm realizing it's totally inappropriate for this experience. I feel like the fit actually is good for, it's a good jacket shape.
I'm sorry, it's a jacket?
Well, I picture it as like a coat or an oversized sweater, you know, so it is like...
We don't get that.
I didn't get that.
No,
we don't get that at all.
I know that this is going to be a very hard question, but who should go home on your team? Who do you think, Richard?
This sucks. I love Amanda. Amanda, you know, nothing personal.
We're good. We're good.
I was delirious last night toward the end when I was trying to help her. I didn't know what I could do. I was trying to help it fall in place so that way we have a strong collection. Yeah, we just wanted to make it pull together so it could be a part of the collection.
Anyone else feels the same way?
I do, because she's such a good person, but it was really, really hard to see her go through what she went through last night, too. It was a lot of up and down.
It didn't feel that traumatic last night, but maybe it was.
Patricia, who do you think is the weakest link?
I love Amanda too. We were 3 hours into the first day, and I kept seeing her struggle with the moss, and I was concerned. I said, just get rid of it, just get rid of it.
I did conquer the moss, though.
Joe, what about you?
Well, I think she's been like working in the real world and has been like thinking of clients, and you know, when you do that for a long time, you kind of forget about like your creativity.
That's true. I do work with clients, and so I'm always thinking, will someone really wear this? And so I've kind of lost that avant-garde edge because I want someone to actually wear the moss dress.
Kate, who do you think is the weakest link?
For me, it's just reflecting on who has been in the top on the team and who has been in the bottom, and everybody has been in the top except for Amanda so far.
Whatever the struggles you guys had with Amanda, from this side, they were not apparent.
Thank you.
Well, this is going to be a very hard decision for us. We've heard what you had to say. We're going to have a little chat, and then I call you back out. You can leave the runway. Let's talk about our dream team.
I love how the whole thing tied together.
They were beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
And it looked like they were comfortable working with each other. They didn't pull apart.
Who should win this challenge?
Well, I think it was Benjamin's strongest piece he's presented. He's been struggling, so...
He's been always up here to get my Auf Wiedersehen, and today, actually, he had a really high score. It was very pretty
I gave him a high score, too. And he made his own loom.
That's a risk.
I was dumbfounded. I gave him the highest score possible.
Yeah. I have two that I gave the highest score you can possibly give, and one was Samantha's, and the other one was Leanna. Like, I love how Leanna, even though it's very hard and stiff, but still it's super feminine. You know, I love the pastel flowers that she glued on and where she placed them, and you can still see the beautiful legs from the model coming through, and
it's dreamy.
It's beautiful. But then you look at Samantha's dress, and this is super modern. I mean, this is like what's in fashion right now, and she made it out of hardware materials and a few flowers.
What they both have in common is this lightness and this femininity without hitting you on the head with it.
Yeah.
Think about it. It is metal mesh, what Samantha used to create this extraordinary piece that looks so light.
It's a complete illusion, and it's incredibly successful.
However, I do think Liana's is a little bit better finished.
All right, let's talk about keeping it real.
I felt bad for Amanda.
I did too, because to be honest with you, with all the grief she got from the other designers, I didn't think this was such a bad design.
This is the only thing that I have a problem with is Amanda's, is the execution, because the idea I like too.
I had trouble with her proportions. For somebody who is so aware of real women and real dressing, unfortunately made her bust very low and very wide.
But I have a real problem with Joe's.
As much as I loved Joe, this was even beyond me.
And he said it was a coat, and none of us knew it was a coat. Plus, it was not flattering. You don't want to look like that.
I didn't really like his Michelin man take on futurism.
I don't know. I can understand that a little bit in an avant-garde kind of a way. Let's talk a little bit more about Amanda, because no one in her team seems to think that she should stay. Everyone said she's the weakest link.
It's contagious.
Finger pointing starts.
In this case, what they're saying, what the team is saying, the end did not justify the means. Maybe perhaps they think that dress was not worth the anguish that team had to be put through in order to create it.
No one was really bad. But it is Project Runway, and someone does have to go home.
Well, this is painful.
So we've made our decision? Okay, let's bring them back out. Designers, you all did a great job today. But as you know, in Project Runway, one day you're in, and the next day, you're out. Dream Team, congratulations on your first team win. Finally. And Samantha, you are the winner of this challenge. We really loved your dress. It was fashion forward and simply gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Dream Team, you're all in. You can leave the runway.
I'm shocked. I'm completely excited.
Keeping it real, you also did very well. Kate, Daniel, Patricia, Michelle, Richard, you're in. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
Joe, Amanda, one of you will be out. And please remember that this was not an easy decision. Amanda, it sounded like you had a hard time and you needed a lot of help. Joe, some of us had issues with the silhouette. Your dress was not the most flattering. Joe. You're out. Amanda, that means you're in.
Wow, thanks.
You can leave the runway. Joe, I'm sorry, that was a tough one.
Well, thanks anyways.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Nice to meet you.
Bye. All the best to you.
Bye, nice seeing you all. What I like to make isn't for everybody, and I'm totally okay with that. It just wasn't right for the judges. So, unfortunately, my time is done. I'm done. Just for this show. The most memorable and positive thing that I've gotten from this experience is definitely meeting the fellow designers here.
I want to congratulate every single one of you. It was a fabulous show, but a designer is going to go home with every challenge. And Joe, I'm just sorry it's you.
Me too, but the world will go on.
And you will go on.
Bye, Joe. Bye, guys. I'm somebody that has a lot of ideas, and I think that my work is kind of profound these days, so it'll find you sooner or later.
I told you you was gonna win.
Yeah, you did, but I didn't believe you.
I'm proud of you. I mean, that's
Thank
what's
you.
up. I'm glad that you won. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. To be here, it's like, wow, like top 6 out of 16 contestants. Top 6? I have outlasted 10 contestants. Like, I almost can lay hands on Fashion Week.
How do you feel about Natalia being gone?
We did go through the auditions together and we made it on the show together. She got to show the designer that she is. In that sense, it was a blessing, but she's a strong girl. All right, let's do this.
Hello, designers. Hello. You're all one step closer to making it to the big finale. Yay! Do you guys know that there are only 2 challenges left?
What? There's 6 of us. So is 4 going to Fashion Week?
We thought there were 3. 2, so go deep.
Is it gonna be another double elimination?
I can tell you that you better be bold and make sure that your designs really stand out. Go big, or you'll be going home. Go meet Tim and a special guest, and they will tell you all about the details of your next challenge. Good luck, and I'll see you right back here on the runway.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I immediately start thinking, hey, you know, we're gonna buckle up, we're gonna travel again. I'm thinking I'm gonna go to Rome, maybe Italy. I'm hoping for Paris.
There's like a guard dog. We don't even know where we're at.
It almost looks like a movie set.
Designers, welcome to your next challenge where the sparks are quite literally flying. Please join me in welcoming our very special guest from Lexus, Brian Boulain.
Thanks, Tim.
Yay!
You know, at Lexus, we are passionate about visionary design, about the innovation that goes into our product. We want to be bold.
And for today's challenge, you will all be going bold because this is an avant-garde challenge.
You're pushing me out of my comfort zone, dude.
You definitely don't walk into a warehouse and make something normal. Avant-garde is one-of-a-kind wearable art.
I love avant-garde. It's freedom of fashion, so we can do whatever we want.
We are going to be pushing your innovative abilities even further. Because it's not just avant-garde, it's also an unconventional materials challenge. These pieces of metal and machinery will inspire your avant-garde look.
The idea of connecting unconventional and avant-garde is so tricky.
You'll have 5 minutes to gather up metal materials. Then we're going to Mood, where you'll have a budget of $150 to purchase textiles and notions, all right? You're merging unconventional and conventional for an avant-garde look. Your Mood trip is going to be particularly exciting because
we're going to make sure you get to Mood in style today. Going to let you use 2 brand new 2017 Lexus ISF Sports. The address is already pre-programmed into the navigation. You just have to get in and drive. So with that, I want to wish you all the best of luck. I can't wait to see where you go with this challenge.
you will have 2 days to create your look. We are expecting something spectacular and show-stopping. All right, your time starts now. And they're off.
I'm totally not an industrial guy, so I'm a little bit nervous about this one.
In 5 minutes, there's no way you can be like, okay, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna make this out of this. There's no way. Just get some.
Oh my God. Everyone else's buckets are piled high. Did I grab enough? Do I have enough to work with? I'm hoping that I can make it work.
Head off to Mood, I'll meet you there, and your materials will be waiting for you in the workroom.
Let's go.
All right, everyone, head off.
Top down, chrome spinning. Bye, Tim. It's gonna be interesting driving this in New York.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab this one. I know I want to get leather. I wanted it to go from like really heavy, like on the top, to like really lightweight.
On the bottom. Just 1 skein of leather and some neoprene, and that's it.
He's so mad right now.
You have 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes, everyone. Designer's time is up.
You want a small bag for that?
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you.
Danke, Mood. Bye, Swatch.
Back at it again.
Careful.
This is a wild challenge.
Junkyard couture.
These are kind of heavy. I'm playing around with the tubes, and then it clicks in my head, a butterfly. What inspired me was how a butterfly warns off predators. It's beautiful from far away, but if you get up really close, it's not too cute. And it's gonna be like tubular in the back, some funky things coming off of it. This is avant-garde. You wanna stand out in front of everyone.
I was just shaping and molding it at first. Ooh, that looks dope. I want to take the metal and create almost like seashell coral shapes on the bust area and a piece that would drape around her waist to the back.
Ginger, you working, huh?
Yeah, I have to sew
You're
together.
already sewing.
Well, I have to sew together my under. It's gonna be denim, but protruding out are these like hips.
I want to incorporate all the materials, but I want this look to be unified. I don't want to do a dress with a bunch of metal stuff glued on top of it.
Robert has some tricks up his sleeve, so I'm just really interested to see what he's creating.
Space goddess, galaxy bitch.
As I'm thinking like soft and hard, like flowy and like structured, it kind of hits me, I should do like a paper doll dress. Like just like this flat thing that just goes and like attaches to the body like that. I've never seen a paper doll dress before, so it's definitely gonna be different.
Seeing how you're gonna connect it.
I don't even know. I might sew it, but I think I might just glue it. Just add some more texture. Should I use more unconventional fabrics? Should I use more conventional fabrics? Is it avant-garde enough? Hopefully it holds.
I think that Rick is an exceptional designer, but if you're not willing to try to push yourselves out of your boundaries, it's kind of like, come on, dude.
So literally one hem, one mistake can send you home.
What happened? What happened? It bubbled up, didn't it?
Oh
I told you it was gonna do that. But didn't I tell you it was gonna bubble up when it dried?
Yeah, but like that, the glue reacts like insulation foam. It becomes this giant bubbly mess.
Morning. How is everyone?
Great.
Good.
I'm eager to see what you're doing, okay?
Okay.
Rick.
Hi, Tim.
Talk to me.
So I knew that I wanted to work with this glass
Okay.
and metal tiling. And then these were the little rollers from curtains that I just cut up.
What's with the safety pins?
I was just gonna do like a little motif of them kind of coming out this way, almost like a sunburst.
I feel like it's such a cheap shot. It takes me back to my students and the safety pin dress, and it just cheapens the impact of everything else. What happens in the back?
In the back, there is this. I'm still kind of playing with this one.
And it doesn't have nearly the refinement that you have in the front.
Okay. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay. Roberi.
Hello, team.
Hi.
Welcome.
Tell me what you're doing.
I'm using these metal sheets to create these aerodynamic shapes. I'm trying to disrupt the body.
You're filling this in?
Yeah, I'm using the basic dress to hold the shapes, but I want the shape to be most of the unconventional material.
It's edgy.
It's very edgy. I want her to have
Uh-oh, what are you doing? Talk to me about this.
I wanted to have something she can take from her face, like something covering her face.
All right, so something removable. It's not
removable,
makeup.
and she's going to have a beautiful makeup.
I'm very intrigued, and I can't wait to see it all come together. Glue away. Okay, thank you, Roberi.
Thank you, team.
So, Ma Jing, what are you up to?
Of course, I love denim. And I wanted
Yes.
to, okay, there was this wire mesh. I can twist it and create shape.
Yeah.
I like coral reefs a lot and how it just organically shapes and forms itself.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try and create that feel, almost be just like a sculptured work of art. And I want to have like these to come to attach, have
A
like
big
this.
pannier.
Yeah.
Can I just see how much this weighs?
Yes, it's not that heavy.
Oh my God.
It's heavy?
I think it's heavy.
It is?
Yeah.
Now I'm worried it's a strapless dress. So if it's too heavy, it's gonna be hard for her to keep it up.
You're sewing it on?
Yes, I'm sewing it on.
I don't want you to make it too costumey.
Costumey? Isn't that the point when it's avant-garde? I thought avant-garde was supposed to be pushing the limits.
How are you feeling about this?
I love it.
Carry on.
All right, thanks, Tim.
Erin.
Hello.
Talk to me.
I'm going with the yellow. I also was like really wanting something that had like a see-through element to it. So I was thinking paper doll dress.
Okay.
Over top of pants. I want to try to make it work where it sticks to the top of her body by almost looking like it's just like a tab. So I'm gonna put these on there. And
On the mesh.
On the mesh.
Who's your model?
Tears Up.
What's this going to feel like on her? I don't want you to be written up for model abuse.
I mean, obviously I don't want her to hurt herself, and I do want to try to make it as wearable as possible. I think it's definitely a risk, but I'd rather take a risk because playing it safe with avant-garde is like the worst place to go.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Laurence.
So I am attempting to make a stairway dress.
A stairway dress?
Yeah.
This has you written all over it. I know it's you.
Laurence needs to step it up only because it is the same sleeve that we've seen before. It's her signature. It's nothing new at this point in time.
I like very much the counterpoint between how graphic this is at the shoulders and how organic all this is. Are you pushing it far enough?
I think Laurence is keeping it very, very safe. And I think the judges want to see and appreciate something different and unique.
Ramp it all up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laurence, do it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I always take into consideration what Tim says to me, but I try to push myself without stepping out of my aesthetic. And hopefully I make a good impression on the judges.
Tell me what you're doing.
I got inspiration from a butterfly, and when it opens up its wings, it has like these scary faces. So that's what I wanted to show around here. What I wanted to do with these things was to add it to the back so it's like simplistic in the front and like really crazy in the back. Let me know what you're thinking.
This on its own, I feel as though there should be a sign saying, put baby bump here. It's going to be schizophrenic.
I feel that Cornelius has come a long way in this competition, but being saved by Tim Gunn, you're kind of expected to step it up and prove what you have.
I feel as though you have two completely different stories happening.
Any mistake could send you home.
After this freaking horrible critique, I have to figure out something else to do. Then it clicks in my head. This is a host being consumed by a parasite.
Can fit 5 models in one pant. She said go big or go home, right?
Oh, hey. I got your dress on, girl.
Can you do the walk?
Okay, hold on.
Cornelius, I have more respect for you now.
Okay, I'm going to the water.
Yeah.
Just slip it on like that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
That's beautiful.
Erin's using a bright chicken yellow, so it definitely could be a little chickadee clucking down the roadway.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, should I like dip it lower, like right here on your gas? I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out how I'm going to take my hip sculpture and add it to the dress. Is that hurting? Do I press that? I mean, overall, the dress looks gorgeous on her, just is heavy. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
Go all the way back and then come back to me, and I just want to see how it stays up. I'm feeling a lot better after Paula tries on my look. Turn, boom. I just have to start gluing on the tube things and make something weird.
I'm happy with the fitting, but the judges might think it's a bit short.
I'll have everything done, trust me. See you tomorrow, guys. Ciao. See you later.
Yes.
This is so you.
This point in the game, I need to bring it, like dig inside of me and bring more out of me because I gotta show them reason why I should continue on to Fashion Week.
Good morning, designers. How is everyone?
Good. How are you?
How are you all feeling about time?
Hell yeah.
Okay?
Great.
You'll have an hour to send your models to the Mary Kay Color and Design Studio and the Sally Beauty Studio, all right? It's an unconventional avant-garde challenge, so use the Just Fab accessories wall very carefully. And please take advantage of the brother sewing room.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'll be back.
I want like a strong cat eye.
We can start it down here and then literally draw it out, just like a beautiful shape without it being too much.
Perfect.
Maybe if we did like a little shimmer, like a gunmetal.
Okay. This is sterling, and then I add a little black to it, and we get that metallic tone to it.
Oh, I love that.
That looks really good.
I wanted her to look very bronzy, very shimmery.
I would love to dust the whole lid in that copper. I just love copper on her skin tone.
It's dope, yeah.
We're Sally Beauty. We'll always make you beautiful.
I want a mohawk.
Cool, edgy, hardcore fashion. We'll just roll it in to keep it really tight.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
you. Good? Thank you so much.
Let's add some hair.
How high do you think I should go?
A woman's face always looks best when you go cheekbone, boom, right there, and then just have it come off.
Yay!
I was like thinking like some sort of like barrette action going back.
What if we use some of like our little metallic pieces and
it's
create a
silver.
barrette effect?
Yes.
We need hot glue guns on standby.
Oh my coffee! Jesus, be with me.
Majing's model boobs are about to like fall out because it's so heavy. He should have just added a strap. It would have been easy fix.
Oh.
Did it burn you? Yeah.
Judges are gonna kill me for this one. Good luck, everybody. I know I got my fists up.
It might be a tiny bit short. I just pray that her pom-pom will be safe for the runway.
All right, designers and models, we're going down to the runway. Follow me, everyone. It's not going to be a boring runway, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Okay, measuring, here we go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the runway. As you know, in fashion, one day you're in, and the next day you're out. There's 6 of you here, and after tonight, there will be 5. This was the Lexus Challenge, and you were to create avant-garde looks out of both unconventional materials and conventional fabrics. You were instructed to be bold and innovative. Now, were you?
Yes.
Who has the best one? So tell me about yours.
I love it. I'm happy with what I did. So
Yeah?
we'll see if you guys enjoy it.
Can't wait to see it. All right, let's say hello to our judges. First, we have creative director of Brooks Brothers Women and fashion designer Zach Posen.
Hi, designers.
Hi, Zach.
Creative director for Marie Claire magazine, Nina Garcia.
Hey, everyone.
And actress and director, Sherry Appleby, star of Lifetime's hit series, Unreal.
Hi, designers.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Also, we have Tim Gunn here for the runway show. And as you know, he is your mentor and will not be judging your looks. We have an anonymous runway show, so we, the judges, will not know who made which look. All right, let's start the show.
I really love my look. I think that is really avant-garde. It is absolutely amazing how I incorporated the tubes into the dress. I'm obsessed with it.
I love the silhouette. I love how she's walking in it. I wish I would have added straps just to be able to balance the heaviness of the overall garment. But my look is gorgeous and it's beautiful.
I think she looks strong, powerful, and she looks amazing. My look stands out a lot more. It's definitely very wearable, which is something I was going for. I'm loving my look.
I'm really happy with how my look came out. I think that it is really different, and I think it is unique, and I think it does stand out on the runway, which could work for me or work really against me, but I'm feeling really positive about it.
I was able to create something that I'm actually proud of. I'm loving it, except for the length of my dress. I'm worried that it might be a little bit short.
It looks amazing. I'm really proud of what I accomplished with this look. The shapes are beautiful, the colors are beautiful, so I'm very happy.
Designers, I have to say that we were really impressed by the show today. Good job. One of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out. Robert, tell us about your look.
For my concept, I immediately wanted to create a very aerodynamic shape using brushed aluminum and with the draping technique. Then, when we went to Moods, I found this textile, and it reminds me of the stitches the tailors made. So the tailoring became the inside-outside to incorporate to my aerodynamics.
I really love this look. I love that you used a lot of the unconventional materials as well as the conventional materials. I really see how you morphed the two together really nicely.
Well, I was really impressed with how you were able to mold these unconventional parts. I would have loved for it to have a little bit more of a surprising form since it is the Avant-garde challenge. But overall, I thought you did a really nice job of incorporating these materials onto the fabric.
I'm very impressed with how you integrated that bronze piece. It's just very seamless. However, from the top up, she looks a little more RoboCop than avant-garde. I wish it would look less like a costume and more of you.
Majing, tell us about your look.
I wanted to take sheets of metal, and I wanted to almost do like a coral reef effect where, you know, sometimes they have interesting shapes and they kind of twist in different directions. And then I found like some copper and decided to create like a jump out 3D effect. And I love denim and I wanted to play up on that, and I wanted to use the copper and bronze effect to enhance it.
Well, I was really a big fan of the copper color. I wish you had almost bumped up the whole concept of the dress so it would have had this larger-than-life aesthetic to it.
The actual sculpture was lightweight, but as I began to twist the copper, I didn't realize
Copper's
how heavy it was going to be.
But it didn't feel incorporative and didn't really go to an avant-garde place to me. You know, there's something very beautiful, sculptural happening, but there's some fit issues.
Yeah.
Holding it up because it's heavy. I'm sure you worked for a very long time on this, bending everything and twisting it, but it does look stuck on.
You used this unconventional material as decoration. Is it beautiful decoration? Yes. Is it that seamless? No.
I understand.
Rick, tell us about your look.
My concept was just to create this texture. And it first started off with the mosaic glass tiling with the silver aluminum in it. And I also wanted to play with the light, with the army dog tags, and added the spikes. And then these were the little rollers from curtains that I just cut up and, you know, beat it on. And the fabric I bought at Mood was the leather neoprene and the like metallic tweed. And I just wanted something you could definitely purchase right off the runway.
I loved it. I thought your blend of textures worked perfectly. We've seen tiling used as a material before on the show, but I think you did it really well here.
I love her hair and makeup. Can you turn it around?
They're really cool.
Yeah, I love how you did the double pony, and she looks very interesting. Working with very unusual materials, you managed to give us something very polished.
I love this look. It is very bold, but it's also very wearable. And it doesn't mean avant-garde has to be so outrageous that you can't wear it, right?
No.
Nope.
I really like it.
Thank you.
Cornelius, tell us about your look.
So what I was most inspired by was living organisms and how a parasite can consume them. And so I wanted to create like different shapes, like it's in and out. It's kind of like a little bit alien-esque, so that's what I was going for.
Will you tell us what materials you used?
Pretty much neoprene, and then I used air ventilation tubes.
Every time that I see something about the future, I feel like there's always tubes attached to it. It's a little bit of a cliche, but some of this is also a little bit disturbing. When I see the tube coming out of her uterus and into her lung and all this, it's a little scary. Was that what you were going for?
Yes.
You did make that point.
Sorry.
And then in terms of the rest of the dress, I've seen this cowl from you now twice, I believe. You know, I don't think this was your strongest work today.
Okay.
Laurence, tell us about your look.
Well, I was inspired by the warehouse and the dirt and the metal, and I wanted to create like a crazy dress, a little black dress.
Why do you always find it so hard to talk about your work?
I don't know, I just like to make stuff. I don't like to talk very much.
I do have to say I love your look.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we've seen this shoulder from you before. I just wish it wasn't a different color.
I've always worn a tremendous amount of black, and what it's done is always sort of kept me in the background of things. And as I'm becoming more confident, taking fashion risks, I'm wearing prints and wearing colors, and you realize that people just react to you differently because it shows a tremendous amount of confidence in who you are, and I think that's what we look to clothes and fashion to give us. This dress, you could have the exact same cut and embellishments and put it with a color, put it with a print, and it would really just stun and win a room.
I love it. I think it's really chic. I think you played with textures really nicely. I thought it looked like a tire, but I agree with Heidi. I think it's important to go for those risks.
Okay. You are so strict. Really, everybody took risk, and I think you stayed in your very safe zone. I want to see you have fun. I want to see you be bold. A moment of breaking through.
I understand.
Erin, tell us about your look.
I really wanted to go avant-garde, and I was thinking of like a paper doll dress. So just kind of like how a paper doll dress gets put on, and there's like these tabs that get like pulled over. And so it's kind of like where I went with it.
What is it made out of?
This is like the metal grate, and then this is leather that I got from Mood, and then I created these little things.
I really like this. The fact that it was pants, it was color, it was textures, things that we weren't seeing on the runway. And the hair and makeup are just really beautiful and tie the whole look together.
I really, really love it. It is super sexy and sheer, and then she has these cool pants. That is bold.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep getting like this kind of futuristic Ziegfeld Folly quality to it, and with the hair, it brings it to like a Hollywood glamour costume place. It's working for me.
All in all, I think the effect is very bold. I think that you used innovation in creating this part here. I think that this would photograph incredibly well, and you delivered.
Thank you.
Okay, we have heard what you had to say. We're going to have a little chat, and then I'll call you back onto the runway. Thank you. The winner of Project Runway will receive $100,000 to launch their line, a year's supply of Sally Beauty products, along with $25,000 in cash, travel and hotel accommodations to inspiring destinations around the world from best Western hotels and resorts. A new Lexus IS from Mary Kay, an entire year's worth of beauty products for their fashion shows and professional makeup artist services for their debut show. A complete sewing and crafting studio from Brothers Sewing and Embroidery. And the winning designer and model will receive a fashion spread in Marie Claire magazine.
Hello.
Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello, ladies. What a fun runway show.
It was very fun. Very
So
fun.
good.
And very diverse. Sharika's wearing mahjong.
Yeah, this is definitely an up close and personal.
I was just really taken with the color in contrast to the denim. I felt like it really
That was a
popped.
beautiful choice.
And he also, like the other designers, had a very strong concept about what he wanted to do.
But unfortunately, you know, when you just look, it's just not as polished.
There was some rough construction moments there.
The idea is there, and it is bold, it's just he couldn't execute it.
And we have Paula wearing Cornelius.
The uterus dress.
The parasite.
It's more of a worm, and I totally see that worm going through her body, eating her insides.
I mean, when I saw it, I was like, wow, it is bold.
In terms of execution, it was ambitious.
It's so weird, the tube coming out of the stomach.
Yeah. To me, it comes out of the belly button, like it's the belly button cord.
No, her belly button's right there. It's coming out of her uterus.
And Karina is wearing Laurence.
Zach, you say you've seen this cowl neck before. Here, how many times we saw the shoulder? 4 times?
It's safe for her.
Is it?
Very safe.
I'm so happy that you advised her to push herself.
For me, the shoulders are starting to feel a little gimmicky.
Her designs are so strict and...
It is great, but there's no surprise.
And everybody's given us a surprise.
Well, I think for her, this is like out there.
She said that she used to design out there.
Used to, but that her style has now evolved.
The amount of work that went into the skirt is unbelievable. And it's true, it does look like a tire.
Do you guys not agree, though, that you think the length would come down just a tad?
But had she gone down with the length, then it would even look more commercial.
I wouldn't let you wear this dress.
You wouldn't let me wear it?
No.
No. Why not?
It's safe,
It's safe.
and it's not enough.
Ala is wearing Roberi.
I love the lines that he created with these hard materials on her body.
I was impressed.
I'm
I have to
impressed.
say.
What I like that I couldn't really see on the carpet was all the hand stitching, because you know it's taken so much time
Sure.
and it's very specific and individual.
I thought that was such a nice touch.
But haven't you guys seen this in Project Runway? Because I have.
I think this is actually one of the better executed versions of this.
Britt is wearing Rick.
When I asked the question who did the best one today, and his hand went up, I like that because he did a really great dress.
I love this. And this whole thing.
So beautiful.
It's just a perfect garment.
I could see myself in that. Could you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have Tirza wearing Aaron.
Is it painful or what is it?
No, actually, it's just a little bit heavy.
Well, she glued all the edges.
That is very nice, by the way, that she did that to not hurt you.
Listen, this was really her challenge. You know, for me, she didn't disappoint.
Hey, she's got competition, though.
She has high competition.
This little touch here, I love.
Love.
Let's go back to the dress.
Sorry.
This would take such a beautiful picture.
Yes, she had to cut. I mean, she created that flower. And she's so naked on top, but really, we can't see anything.
Can't see anything.
And I like the ease of just a clean, silky pant.
Put your hands in the pocket, like, it's so cool.
Extremely editorial.
I just really, really loved the show today.
They all did great.
Let's talk about Erin.
It was definitely different than the rest of the designers, and it felt very feminine with these very hard materials.
It takes a lot to make something small and imagine what that's gonna look like 20 steps away.
She is very good with her hands. She loves color, and she gave you bold and innovative.
Let's talk about Rick. He also did a fantastic job.
And the polish was exceptional. It really looked like something that came out of a store.
The best execution today by far and away.
You know, I could imagine having a good time in that dress.
So it's really between Erin and Rick.
Yes.
I think Majing also did a great job. It just, in my eyes, wasn't as strong as the others.
I loved these units of this mesh with this copper on themselves, but this did not cut it today.
And then the execution of the dress itself was sort of hastily made.
Let's talk about Cornelius.
Is that really that avant-garde? I think that, is there a confusion between sci-fi and avant-garde?
We asked him to be bold and innovative, and I feel like he was.
I think his look was provocative.
Having had children, the idea of having this piece of like fabric like coming out of my stomach, I don't want to see that.
I liked it.
I didn't like it.
But
It really
see, that is good
repels
though
me.
when fashion provokes.
The uterus.
All right, so have we made our decision? Designers, congratulations. Avant-garde challenges are so fun, and you all really took advantage of the opportunity. But one of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out. Erin, congratulations. You are the winner of this challenge.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
You lost your way for a bit.
I just was like in the bottom for so long.
You really have had a roller coaster ride from starting really high, then going really low, and it's so nice to see you back on top again.
I like this pattern. I can work with it.
Congratulations. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
Oh my God, it feels so good to be on the top again and to win.
Where are my friends?
It just feels really good to like be in a good spot again. It just is gonna give me a lot of energy. It's really gonna push me forward and help me finish whatever I need to finish to get me to Fashion Week.
Roberi, Rick, Laurence, you're all in. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Majing, some of us liked your look, and some of us didn't. Your use of the unconventional materials felt random and not polished. Cornelius, we were also split on your dress. You had a strong concept, but some of us felt that the placement of the hoses was unflattering and not integrated. Cornelius? You're in.
Oh my God.
You can leave the runway.
Thank you guys.
It's okay. I came here with 16 cents in my pocket, and I've done things I never thought I would do, like ride a helicopter, and I won my relationship back with my mom, and it's a lot of things that I never thought I would do at 28, but this not the last you gonna see of me, so.
No. Majing, we loved having you here.
Yeah.
We really did.
Don't make me cry.
You've done a great job, Majing.
And you did a great job today. You really did. And you will be a very successful designer.
Thank you.
You did come very far.
Thank you. I started sewing at 11 years old. My grandma taught me how to sew, and she passed away in 2012 with ovarian cancer, and I told her I would never give up. My daughter came, and she's my angel. And now I'm doing things I thought I would never do. Thank you. Top 6, I mean, come on, like, Heidi, it was a dream.
Mwah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. All the best to
Mwah, everybody. All right, guys, bye.
Bye.
you. Bye.
It's time for me to go home to my family and start a new chapter in my life.
Two-zip.
I made it so far.
made it so far.
It was nice getting to know you. You did a good job.
We all.
Brown boys.
I know, right?
Keep going. My chapter here is done, but that doesn't mean that my chapter in life is over. Now I'll be reaching into a new dimension, and I'm proud of that.
And like they said, like everything was good.
I want a lot of other things. I want me back.
Yeah.
Sometimes self-worth is more important at the end of the day.
Everybody, superb work. You should all feel so proud. And someone was going to lose by a hair. And Ma Jing, it was you.
Yeah.
And you're one of the final 6.
Okay, come on now.
I have to send you to the workroom, you know that. But we're gonna miss you.
Thank you, Timmy. Oh, Timmy. Timmy. Thank you so much for the experience.
We love
It was
you.
a blessing. All right. Bye, guys. Only can go up. I'm a star, and I know I am. Push yourself as hard as you can push yourself, and you won't never feel weak or intimidated by those who are around you. And it was my time. And you're gonna see more of me.
How does immunity feel?
You mean the last immunity?
Yeah, oh, you're really feeling yourself right now.
This morning I feel really good. I mean, waking up the winner, I have the last immunity. I can't wait for the next challenge. I'm really excited.
Oh, I can't believe I was on the damn bottom. We're in the bottom.
Every runway I want to be on top, and I don't want to be on the bottom, and I don't want to be safe. I want to push my boundaries, and I want to be something that the judges want to see every week.
I see 2 TVs, and I have absolutely no idea what's gonna happen with these TVs.
Good morning, designers.
Hi, designers.
Hi. I'm going to borrow a line from Heidi. Welcome back to the runway. As fashion designers, you know how essential innovation is to your industry. It's equally essential in the technology industry. Your new challenge is intended to test your ability to push the boundaries of design, just as Samsung has done here with their new curved ultra high definition TV. In addition to being at the forefront of technology, its unique shape allows for a perfect viewing experience from any angle. So every seat in the house is a great seat.
Absolutely. And designers, with the spirit of the curve in mind, it is now your turn to take the reins and create forward-thinking designs. Your looks need to be cutting-edge, innovative, and a wow from every angle. This is an avant-garde challenge.
Oh my God. I am so excited. Avant-garde is really forward-thinking fashion. It doesn't necessarily have to be wearable. It's more of an art form. So this is a chance for everyone to just wow the judges and go crazy.
And designers, there is a twist to this challenge.
I love a twist.
You're going to give the judges a new, exciting, and fresh runway experience. One that they have never experienced on Project Runway.
Never.
And what is it? Rain.
What the?
Insane, absolutely insane.
Your models will not be walking on this nice, dry runway that you've become so familiar with. Instead, they're going to be walking a brand new Rainway.
What?
A rainway is a runway with rain. Duh.
You'll be using waterproof textiles in the construction of your looks.
I don't know, it's really cool. It's the perfect avant-garde runway for an avant-garde challenge. It's so out there.
Your budget for this challenge is $300, and you have 2 days.
I knew you guys were gonna like that.
In the workroom, you'll be provided with additional heavy-duty construction items, which will give you the ability to add structure and contours to your avant-garde looks.
Now I'm gonna steal a line of yours, Sam.
Oh.
Head up to the workroom. You have 30 minutes to sketch, and then you're off to mood.
And I'll see you in 30 minutes.
And I see you on the Rainway. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Bye, guys. Bye.
Whenever I think of rain, I think of just dark colors to me. I'm planning on making an upside-down umbrella skirt and a matching hat. It's a huge hat because I know she's gonna be in rain, so she can be walking in the rain and she doesn't get wet.
I had this idea that instead of deflect the rain, like I wanted to try and incorporate the rain into the garment. I'm making a white dress which has powdered dye inside it, which shall change color when it walks on the runway. I think there's an element of risk in this garment. It could not work, but I think I'm gonna try and make sure it does work.
I don't have a clear idea about it, but I'm confident I will come up with something interesting. Having 2 days gives me freedom to experiment. I experiment my ass off.
I'm a TV girl. I've watched so much television, so this is my challenge. I remember as a child when there was nothing on TV, the screen would have these solid neon stripes. That screen has inspired me. That's what I'm going to do.
Sketching time is up, everyone. We're heading off to Mood. Bring whatever you need with you, okay?
We're all back here today. Go ahead.
You go.
It's a little tense and people are throwing a few more elbows because we're all going for the exact same fabrics.
Is this the whole waterproof?
Good night. This is a mess, people.
2 yards of this big one.
I need a black.
A yard of this, a yard of this, a yard of the yellow and the orange, and the blue 1 yard.
Sandia is using a lot of color. I see yellow, a lot of yellow. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Okay, let me just count how many I have.
A lot. Designers, you have 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Designers, that's it. Time is up.
Ooh. Not bad. Come on, Alexander.
All right, designers, let's head back to the workroom. Thank you, Mood.
Thanks, Mood.
Let's not run over Swatch. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Tim.
Just want to give you the lay of the land. You have until 10:30 tonight. I will be back later to check in with you. Your model fitting will not be until tomorrow. I can't wait to see what you develop for this challenge. Rain, I'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Sorry. I got 15 more to go. I've been on the top 4 3 times now. I need a win. I'm pulling out all the stops and I'm showing the judges what I really can do. I want the judges to see this and be like, okay, yes, it's his time to win this one.
You gonna be done today?
I'm not gonna be done today.
The Avant-garde challenge is so open-ended, you kind of just get to do whatever you want, so you can get lost. You have to have a really strong concept to be able to make it through something like this.
For some reason, I feel uninspired at this point. I try to figure out some kind of a construction that is unexpected. And I get frustrated if it doesn't turn out the way I think it should be, and then it just spirals. It's not coming out. Nothing. I feel stuck. I feel empty right now.
Coming up on Project Runway.
This is nothing if not the season of the vagina.
It's a huge risk.
This is not easy to execute.
Everybody in the room is like, oh, great.
This has to work.
This challenge is the Avant-garde challenge. We're going to be showing our designs on a Rainway, so there's going to be real rain. And our looks are inspired by the Samsung Curve U HD TV.
I'm feeling really happy because I'm actually sewing stripes to create my own textile and patterning my jumpsuit. It's like an organized mess.
Hi.
Tim.
What are you doing?
The main focus of the look is the skirt.
I love this twist of comes out, you think it's a riff on a pencil skirt. My God, it's an umbrella.
Yeah.
Wow, it makes me smile. It's a bit like Schiaparelli. Hello, Sean. What are you doing?
Today we're all in white.
You are?
But I have a grand plan. My garment, I wanted it to have a gradient of powdered dye inside it.
Oh.
And there's gonna be one in the seam and then one at the bottom of this, and then there's gonna be another one at the bottom. So when she gets wet, the dye is gonna start running out of it on the white, so it's gonna transform on the runway.
I mean, it's spectacular.
Coming out and it's
as
gonna
an
be-
idea. It's
yeah.
spectacular and unforgettable. I have chills hearing about it. How do you know it's going to work?
Faith. I'm putting in this really thin mesh, so it's going to be in this in little like seams.
Oh my God, I love it.
And
Sean, it's breathtaking. You were going to be a hugely nervous wreck.
I know, because she's got a one-time shot at doing this.
Yeah, only one time. Emily.
Hey, Tim.
Hi. What are those?
It's vinyl, and they're like shoulder pads that I covered.
Where's the vinyl? Oh, look at this. What an interesting texture.
Yeah. But I wanted to do like a sort of like armored looking, like bustier.
I love having you push the armor.
And I
The only
like-
thing you have to be careful of, it's R2-D2.
Is it too fetishy?
I don't think it's fetishy.
Okay.
No. Fade.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
I'm playing off the power button. The start the entertainment kind of a thing.
All right.
And then I was thinking maybe some kind of a circuit board using lines going around the dress. Do you think it's too blank?
Well, I think it is now. It's a very simple silhouette. So the success of it is going to depend upon what you do with this embellishment.
Yes.
It can't be too quiet.
But I've thought, like, do you think this is already too loud? Like, do you
Too
think
loud? No. I'm saying turn up the volume.
Coming out with that kind of a button.
No, not a bit. And I think it needs something large and graphic, or then it's just a little dress. Hi, Sandhya.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
As a kid, when television was relatively new, it was a big box, and how when there was nothing coming on TV, it would become these solid colored
Well, that was
stripes.
when I was a kid, not when you were a kid.
So I did like a basic jumpsuit, but I created my own textiles by cutting different colored stripes. And then I'm trying to work with different textures, you know, like sew the whole thing and have these textures and play with the transparency of this and have these different textures on here. Then when the water is going to fall, it's going to have like the splatters and it's going to drip in a different way.
I'm dubious about how this is actually going to work. You need some counterpoint to this very, very colorful jumpsuit. Hi, Karina.
Hi, Tim.
I'm eager to hear what you're doing.
I started thinking about Northwest Coast design. So I'm basically creating a look as if she's a thunderbird walking through the rain. So she's this mythological character whose wings are so big that it creates thunder.
Oh. Are you really going to embellish it with eyes and do articulations of the bones within the wings and...
I'm not sure yet because I didn't want it to be too literal.
Right,
But
that's
I
my
wanted it to be
concern.
really graphic, yeah.
Yeah. It's an engineering challenge.
It is.
At this point.
Having immunity is time to experiment, and this is a good challenge to experiment on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, designers, your first 2-day challenge. It's very exciting. It is exciting. And it needs to look like it, okay? Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you,
Have a
Tim.
good night.
Okay.
All right, guys, it's time to go home.
We have 2 days.
2-day challenge.
Are we gonna celebrate the 2 days?
Yeah. Let's go get friends.
You wanna go to the roof?
Yeah.
2-day challenge. 2-day challenge.
Wine, wine, wine. Like, we're usually in such a work mode to be able to kind of let our hair down and just see a different side of each other. It gives you a chance to recharge a little bit, to kind of, you know, let loose and, you know, appreciate being here.
We made a song. 2-day challenge. 2-day challenge.
I hardly remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I made.
On the second day, I'm starting to realize it looks like an Olympic bobsledder. I hate everything about it. It looks really stupid. At this point, I feel very lucky to have immunity.
How is everyone? All right, today you have until 7 o'clock. Use the Aldo styling wall very, very thoughtfully. Now tomorrow, you'll be going to the Philip B. Hair Studio and the Mary Kay Color Design Studio. And then you'll be dressing your models and you'll have last looks there. All right, everyone, work hard and I will see you in the morning, okay? Thank you.
Thank you,
Sam.
I don't have a very clear path right now. At times, I think the look is actually really good. And minutes later, I think, oh, it's not.
I'm worried about Faith because this competition can definitely get in your head. And I think the pressure is getting to him.
Coming up on Project Runway.
It's interesting.
There's something creepy about it.
It just is what it is at this point.
Sean has a small window for an error.
This could ruin everything.
Hi.
How are you doing, my love?
Did they tell you about the runway? It's gonna be so weird.
They're making it rain.
Oh wow. Are we gonna get wet?
You didn't know. Here we go.
When you put your hands through, just keep them out.
This is amazing.
Oh, it looks really good.
I'm not gonna have rain on my face.
I don't hate it now. It's interesting.
It's very cool.
I was gonna put knee pads, but now I don't know because there's so much going on here. I feel like it's nicer if it's like real sleek, right? Don't you?
I really do like it. Now that I see my look on the model, I think it is just fabulous.
Put some dye in here. I'm happy with the completion of the dress. All I have to do is add the dye in. This becomes a little bit of a problem because the fine dye is falling through and going onto the white dress. Even though it's not wet, it still colors the dress. I try to sweep as much off. I'm a little worried it could ruin everything.
Ooh, this one might be dope.
Oh, Amanda, yours is gonna be crying.
Oh, 1,000 tears of sadness.
This is really neat. I like this part. It's like you don't want to open it all the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this can be just like easy grabbing stuff.
I think this is the cleverest thing. I would like to have it.
Oh, yeah.
And the water tastes so much better coming out of this fridge. What is it?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, guys, time to pack. All right. Get our boxes.
As I'm packing up for the runway tomorrow, I think maybe I have a shot.
I'm super excited to see this Rainway. I'm just wondering like how it's gonna look. We're going to a different location, so it's exciting.
Okay, time to go home, people. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Yeah, we're going to Brooklyn, baby. So it's Rainway Day. We're gonna go walk the runway in the rain.
I can't wait to see this water
Falling from the sky.
falling the runway.
I mean, come on, it's rain on a runway. I want to see this thing.
We're gonna do just a really thick black line around, and then we're gonna do like abstract dots. It's gonna look really cool.
I love you. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Line that way. Right, so we
All
get
black.
this feeling.
Yeah, lips like super glossy.
This is called First Blush. Gorgeous.
So the dress is all like primary colors, and we can go like super costumey. You know, it's gonna be awesome because she has giant eyes.
Today we're gonna do 2 corner-like braids.
For that, the great thing to use is the antifreeze. You can have like a shinier texture.
Thank you.
So I was thinking about doing maybe like side braid back this way and then like a big braid across and like tight to her head.
Out of the face and tight on the head.
Thanks.
And I just want her hair to be slicked back with like a low bun.
So I think we can use the volume gel to get a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
10-minute warning, guys. 10-minute warning.
Side boob? No. Side boob around here? Okay.
My design is really avant-garde because, well, the definition of avant-garde is just something that is new, that's different, that hasn't been seen before. And I really haven't seen anything like this before, so I'm hoping the judges think the same.
I have done something so exciting. I just can't wait to see it walk down the Rainway. I want everyone to be as excited and as happy as I felt making it.
I feel really excited about the whole thing. It comes together beautifully. The hair, the makeup, the dress, everything works very well.
So cool.
I hope that my dress works perfectly in the rain and that the effect is a wow moment. If any water gets on this dress before the judges see it, it could ruin the surprise. I'm very nervous.
Alrighty, guys, that is time.
Bye, love you, Alistar. Coming up on Project Runway. It was an amazing runway show today. It was really so well done.
You brought it today, big time.
This took my breath away.
Me too.
Hello, designers, and welcome to the Rainway. Isn't it amazing?
It's amazing.
Super excited.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
As you know, in fashion, one day you're in, and the next day you're out. There are 9 of you here, and after tonight, there will be 8. We asked you to create an avant-garde look to walk the Rainway. So when the show starts, this runway will actually be covered in rain. And we're all very excited about this, because this is an experience that we've never had on Project Runway. In the spirit of the Samsung curved UHD TV, your avant-garde look should give us a 360-degree experience. And we encourage you also to have your own curves incorporated into your design. Karina, you won the last challenge, which means you have immunity for this challenge and you cannot be eliminated. There will be no more immunity going forward. Let's say hello to our judges. First, we have acclaimed fashion designer, Zach Posen.
Hi, designers.
Hello, Zach.
Creative director for Marie Claire magazine, Nina Garcia.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Nina.
And stylish star of Masters of Sex, Caitlin Fitzgerald.
Hi, everyone. Good to be here.
And we also have Tim Gunn here for the runway show. And as you know, he is your mentor and he will not be judging your looks. We have an anonymous runway show, which means we, the judges, do not know which designer created which look. All right, let's start the show. Wow!
I'm really feeling good about my look. I love the way that the colors are flowing together. I feel that I didn't overdo it. I feel that it's still true to my design aesthetic, but it's outside the box for me. I hope the judges like it as much as I do.
It's a little brighter than I thought it would be. The pinwheels are not moving, but it's holding up really well and looking really good. It still has a good visual impact. It looks amazing.
You can really see a lot of like curves and cool shapes. The work I did is really clean, it's really well made, and it fits her really well.
She's like from the Babe Army.
She looks amazing. She's totally working it, so I'm feeling really good about it.
The way that the water and the lights are hitting that vinyl and the colors, it looks like it's walking glass.
I love the way that it's catching all the light.
It's amazing, and I could not be happier with how things turned out.
My look holds up well under the water. I am proud of it. If I just had like one little thing that would connect it to rain, that's what I wish I would have done.
The lights definitely bring out all the brightness in the vinyl, and the silver and the gold are popping.
It shines so nicely in the light.
I'm happy with how it came together, and I'm really glad that I decided to change it last minute.
Design-wise, I feel good. I'm not totally sure if it's avant-garde, but I know it's very me. We have an eye down. There's one eye down. I hope it's cool enough to make up for the fact that eyeballs are peeling off of the dress.
I feel like my design really stepped out of the box. I feel like I took it to the next level. It brings the drama. Out of everyone else, I'm thinking that it just stands out amongst everyone's designs.
I'm very nervous.
She immediately begins to change color. When she spins, it's getting darker and it's going all over her. I couldn't imagine it better than this. It's working even better than I expected. I am thrilled. It looks out of this world.
If I call your name, please step forward. Amanda, please step forward. Sharkita. Alexander. If I've called your name, congratulations. Your scores have qualified you to move on to the next round. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
The 6 of you have the highest and the lowest scores. One of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out. Kini, we're going to talk to you first, so let's bring out your model. Kini, tell us about your look.
When I got inspired by the rain, the first thing that comes to my mind, of course, is an umbrella. That's what you need. I wanted to play with that and make that be the focal point.
What a clever idea.
Thank you.
I like the sort of dominatrix-esque vinyl top.
I thought this was sublime. It was very dramatic with the rain coming down. I loved it.
Thank you.
Coney, I think you did a wonderful, wonderful job. You have such a skillful hand. You have great technique. It was so impactful when it came out, and I thought the pop of the red lip was really effective. You brought it today, big time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coney. Karina, tell us about your look.
Well, when I found out that the challenge was in the rain, my first reaction was to design a look based on the Thunderbird, which is a mythological character whose wings are so big that it creates thunder. So I wanted to do something that kind of mimicked the look of lightning, and like she was a storm walking through the rain.
I have to say, I was not very impressed with this look. You know, this black dress that she's wearing is just like a random dress. And then whatever you put on top of it looks super flimsy.
If it had been made out of metal and like really tough and rivets, it would have been so cool. But with this material, it does feel like something I would make for like a Halloween costume.
You know, when I think of this mythological creature, I would have liked to have seen something grander. You're lucky you have immunity. Very.
Thank you, Karina.
Thank you.
Sandhya, tell us about your look.
So I did the base with the solid stripes that reminded me of the TV in the past. And then the fact that it was a rain challenge. I did these engineered pinwheels that were supposed to actually go around when the rain fell.
Your look made me feel very happy. I love that it has this fun aspect even though it's raining.
I'm intrigued by the jumpsuit, but it does feel like it needs to come up a notch to be really interesting to wear in life.
I like this. However, it is at the tipping point of looking a little bit circusy / childlike.
This made me want to do a rain dance. I wanted to wear that and
kick it.
Splash in the rain. I just wish the actual physical garment underneath was a little more sophisticated.
Thank you, Sandhya.
Thank you.
Faye, tell us about your look.
I got inspired by the TV itself, and everything starts with the push of a button, and then information starts to flow into what I consider like the curve of the screen.
Putting a play button on your dress doesn't necessarily make it look modern or techie. It just makes it look gimmicky.
To me, it wasn't strong enough. You know, to me, it kind of looked like a subway map.
I like the graphic nature of it and the way the colors are working together, but a lot of the other outfits had a nice relationship with the rain and felt really playful, and I missed that a little bit.
If you're gonna put something that says play, well then something has to happen.
Okay.
Thank you, Faith. Sean, tell us about your look.
I really wanted to embrace the rain into the garment instead of trying deflecting it. So I came up with this idea. I didn't know if it was going to work or not, was to sew dye into some of the seams. And then as she gets into the rain, she's transforming and it's like a ray of sunshine. It was a happy feeling of being in the rain.
I just love how this dress became alive in the rain. Fantastic job.
I thought this was so exciting, and it was like a fairy tale for her to transform, and I could imagine wearing it walking through the streets of New York in a summer rainstorm, and it's just so beautiful.
I love the way you think. It was really so well done.
Thank you. At first I thought, oh, what is this white dress walking down the runway? And then when it came out in the rain and started to change color, I thought, this could be gimmicky. But when it's effective like this, I just thought it was exceptional.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Emily, please tell us about your look.
When I found out about the Rainway, I immediately started, of course, thinking about different ways that I could do a spin on protective rain gear. Thinking about protective gear made me start thinking about armor.
This was really not successful for me.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh.
It felt like a cliche of a fashion show. And the sculpting and shaping doesn't feel impactful enough.
And it didn't feel totally cohesive to me. Like, there's a lot of elements, but they don't all seem to be part of the same look.
This really felt like something that we would have thought looked modern 10 or 15 years ago.
I didn't hate it as much as the other judges. I thought she looked like a very strong and powerful girl, but yes, You guys, I agree with you. We have seen versions of this before. Thank you. Okay, we've heard what you had to say. Now we're taking a closer look at your designs, and then I call you back onto the runway. Thank you.
Thank you.
The winner of Project Runway will receive $100,000 from Red Robin to launch their business, and the opportunity to design a fashion accessory for all Red Robin servers. A shoe and accessory collection from Aldo to help enhance their upcoming runway shows. A premier home entertainment system courtesy of Samsung. From Mary Kay, an entire year's worth of beauty products for their fashion shows and professional makeup artist services for their debut show. A complete sewing and crafting studio from Brothers Sewing and Embroidery. Travel and hotel accommodations to fashion capitals and inspiring locations around the world from Best Western International. A 2015 Lexus NXF Sport. And the winning designer and the winning model will receive a fashion spread in Marie Claire magazine. It is a prize package worth over $300,000. That was a fun challenge.
It was a spectacular challenge, and I'm just elated about how well they did.
Sean's I loved.
This took my breath away. It was just so beautiful to watch.
To me, what I love is that it's such a feminine dress, but then has this really strong idea and transforms into this amazing statement.
And I just want to add that this was a huge risk, because while, yes, he had
didn't know if
tested
it was
it,
going to work.
He either was going to be in the highest grouping or the lowest if it hadn't worked.
Jasmine R., you want to come out?
I do agree with Nina and Zach. We have seen this before.
It's a cliche.
I really am not a fan of these gloves.
The whole thing is just dated.
This did make me very happy. And you don't think of something that fun in the sun when you think of rain.
It needs a sophisticated hand to be able to elevate this coat into something that is not a joke.
I agree.
Are you taking over my role?
Sorry, I was helping.
Jasmine A.
Sorry.
This is very snoozy. I don't like the silhouette.
Yeah, this was very lackluster for me.
Looks like a pajama to me.
Now
Do a
this,
spin. This is a dress to spin. Look how that other.
this umbrella is so much fun.
And in a slightly toned down version, that's a skirt you could wear on a red carpet.
I don't know, you guys didn't like that head.
No, it feels like black, dark Smurf gone bad.
It really is between Emily and Fate.
Well, you didn't feel so opposed to Emily.
This was not fashion.
A thing that I did like about Fade's look was the colors and the way that they were working together, but not quite enough to make it a compelling design.
All right, let's talk about who should win today. It is between Sean and Keeney.
Agreed.
Definitely.
What I loved about Sean is to take something that could have been banal as a white cotton dress to surprise us with transformation is really sophisticated.
I think Sean is done an exceptional work.
And I have not seen a gigantic umbrella dress, such as the one that Keeney did.
It was such a complete look to me.
Personally, I think Keeney should win today.
Well, Nina and I really feel strongly that Sean is the clear winner here.
We have to get our boxing gloves. The 6 of you have the highest and the lowest scores. One of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out. The 6 of you have the highest and the lowest scores. One of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out. Sandhya, you're in. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
Sean, you are the winner of this challenge.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yay.
But there's more.
Oh.
Keeney, congratulations. You're also the winner of this challenge. We just could not make up our mind. You're both in. Congratulations again. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
We're both winners! Double win.
Oh my God. Well, look at you, badass.
Fate, Emily, Karina, Your looks were our least favorite. Karina, luckily for you, have immunity. You're in. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
Emily, Fade, one of you will be out. Fade. I'm sorry, you're out. Emily, that means you're in. You can leave the runway.
Thank you.
Fade, I'm sorry to see you go. Auf Wiedersehen.
Gibt es da sogar ein Wiedersehen?
Ja, vielleicht gibt es ein Wiedersehen mit uns. Mach's gut.
Danke.
Tschüss.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I'm auf Wiedersehen.
Everyone, that was a spectacular show. And I'm going to go one step further than that. It was the best runway presentation in the history of the show.
Wow.
And Fade, we're going to miss you. So I have to send you to the workroom to clean up your space. We're going to miss you.
Thank you so much.
We will miss you.
Bye.
I walk away from here knowing I can take on the world. This will all help me on my path to superstardom.
Next time on Project Runway.
There are all these dolls staring at us. We don't know why.
I had an American Girl doll. I had Samantha.
She's gonna watch me work.
I'll just be blunt. I have serious difficulty understanding a lot of your color relationships and proportions.
Tim is saying what everybody else is feeling. A lot of people aren't getting what she's doing.
It will be beautiful.
Carry on with this.
This is crazy.
Maybe a little compassion would help. Just a little compassion.